who is Elon Musk? I mean, he's the first trillionaire now, the first person to get $1 trillion in the entire world. And he wore green shoes in the day of the IPO. Why? Because he used the green shoe option, which is the option that was created in the stock market for the green shoe company, which means that you get to offer up 15% more stock than you previously did in the original IPO because the demand is so high. So he had huge demand. He raised a total of $86 billion. This was just what his company raised at the IPO and some of his employees. His company probably be much more successful now that they basically have endless money forever and ever and ever. And he's very smart. I see a lot of people say that he's not smart. I think Elon Musk is very, very smart. He's a very smart man. And who is he? He was born in South Africa. His father was an aficionado for engineering. His father loved engineering. His father had a private plane, a small plane, for a certain period of time. Then apparently he lost it. Some kind of bankruptcy. I think his father had an engineering company, from Elon says. So he was a full-time engineer. He had several businesses in South Africa. I don't know the span of the businesses fully, but I think they went probably from construction to the famous mine, emerald mine that he had. And about that mine, I've seen him say that, well, it was kind of a handshake deal and he never got to see it apparently. So people just overblow that in order to reduce the amazingness of his own success to become a trillionaire. Wow. It's higher than the GDP of many countries. And that the whole foreign currency reserves, or the whole money reserves of other countries as well is more money than them. Apparently it's more money than 170 countries. So it's amazing. So let's not overblow it by saying he had an emerald mine that should compensate for everything. In South Africa growing, he was bullied, apparently, quite viciously bullied. He was beaten to an inch of his life, and that probably really helped show to him the savagery and brutality of daily life. And a lot of kids who were bullied see that very clearly and very early on, in which these kids that they're living with turn out to be monstrous rascals who really want to take their lives. And they say, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Why such brutality? And it is certainly, a cold shower. It just wakes you up to the reality of life. And Elon was woken up to that reality very early on. I think it was 12 when he got beaten to an inch of his life. He had to go to the hospital and everything. He passed out and he stayed in a little bit of a coma, I think. But then he got back and he got into martial arts and all that. I don't know if he got his revenge, probably not. But it really hurt him and really showed him the truth about what life is in this world. And it informed a lot of his views, undoubtedly. Nonetheless, all throughout this time and alongside all these challenges, he was a prodigy. He coded his first computer game with his uncle, I think, and even sold it to a local newspaper business, local magazine. He built a space aliens kind of game, and then he went on to build many more games throughout his life. And I believe he has tweeted before that all the best engineers he knows got into engineering because of gaming, because of the passion for gaming, which is a practical application of all those programming concepts in order to create a virtual world, right? That's what gaming is for a lot of people, especially if you want to get into the intricacies of how it works. How is it done this way exactly? And you really get to go into the depth of it through programming and through gaming, through seeing the development of this simulated new world, this brave new world, incredible world. And Elon did that, and he does that. And so later on, he went to first Canada, where he had citizenship because of his mom. He says that he worked on his uncle's farm up in Canada. He enrolled in university there, and then he transferred to the United States. He had apparently a party house business where he rented a house with a friend at college in order to throw parties. Apparently he saw demand and was very much willing to service the supply of party houses. And so he supplied that. Apparently he also fixed computers to make money, had his first girlfriend in college. And he wrote very interesting theses, which basically apparently did talk about electric cars. And I think they did talk about revolutionizing payment and also Google. He anticipated Google, a search engine.